So there are many things that were unusual about the event. The most notable thing probably was that it occurred at night, about 9:30, 9:35 at night, developing near Texas Tech, actually moving up northeast through the city. The storm initiated on a what we call a retreating dry line, and the dry line is a very important boundary out here in West Texas.
Usually what happens, the dry line moves east during the day, give it about 3, 4 o'clock, peak heating, storms will fire up, then the dry line comes back at night. What's rare about the Lubbock tornado is the dry line was actually coming back, and about 9, 10 o'clock is where thunderstorms began to fire up right around Lubbock. So the fact that we had severe storms pop up along a retreating dry line is incredibly rare.
It's very, very unusual for a retreating dry line itself to initiate what we call a supercell thunderstorm. That's the parent thunderstorm of the tornado. In this case it happened though, and for reasons that we'll probably never firmly understand.
If you just say to people, meteorologists anywhere across the country, the Lubbock tornado, they're going to know what you're talking about, because that was a very well researched tornado after it developed. Dr. Fujita came to Lubbock, studied the tornado, and actually proved things like multiple suction points within a tornado, proved the path of it. It was looping around as it moved through parts of the city. I hope I never see anything like that. Over the past few years, we've had deadly tornadoes in 2011 in Alabama and Mississippi in the Deep South. You go to 2012, what we had across the Midwest, last year across Oklahoma. You never, ever want to see anything like that. You have to be prepared, but you hope you never, ever see that.
May 11th, on the next day was May 12th. I had a chance to go down there. There were two things that really impacted me. One is I could not figure out how a straw was stuck inside a utility pole. Couldn't figure that out. I now know that the wind of the tornado had twisted it, opened up the pores of it, the straw went in it, and it snapped it back. Okay, but I didn't know that. The other thing was I was fascinated by a house that was completely destroyed, all right, except for the toilet. And on top of the toilet was the Bible opened up to Psalms. Now, how did the Bible survive on a toilet? Everything else is gone. You hear stories about that all the time in tornadoes. Why? Because tornadoes are wind. Every wind event is different, but tornadoes are wind. That's the thing we need to remember. I told my dad, I said, when I grow up, I want to do something where this doesn't happen again. Well, I can't stop the destruction, but we can stop people from dying. 26 people died that night. No one knew that tornado was going to hit Lubbock. No one. It came out of nowhere. Today, we have the technology to at least detect it before it hits. And our obligation is to get people to safety that quickly.
It can be a whole lot more communicated. I mean, everyone's got either a tablet or a phone on them, but we still rely on the legacy things that we've always used, things like weather radios. Those are a simple tool to get the message out, and that's an instant warning from the Weather Service. I do think we'll probably see a little bit more activity than what we've seen at least the past few years. It just takes one storm though. You can have the quietest of years and that one storm rolls through your neighborhood, and that's where you can be talking about a big problem. So a lot of times we get caught up on whether it's active or inactive season, and certainly that's important. You want to know your likelihood's going to increase if you have storms more frequently, but you have to be prepared for each storm because it just takes one. If it's going to spawn a tornado, that can be all you need to wind up in a big, big problem.
I do think we'll have an active severe weather season. That's the way we're going to look at it, and we're ready.